How do you create your reality? How do you attract dreams into your reality? We have been always creators of our reality. Our feelings, our beliefs, our vision, our thoughts, the whole thing is creating our reality. However, we have been creating possibly something what we don't like. Welcome to Silvie Lockerova Healing Channel. Please support my channel, give me a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much. The theory of quantum physics teaches that everything is an energy, and our thoughts and our feelings create our reality. Our thoughts and our feelings are vibrating on a certain level and attract a like-minded experience. The common mistake which people make is that they are trying to visualize and maybe affirm, but this is not enough. We have to have the frequency of the feeling which we want to have and experience in the future, and that needs to match our vision. So this vision needs to have a feeling and smell and full embodiment of the experience you want to have in the future. So you must go with everything into that visualization. And also the common mistake, which I have personally experienced many times, and many of you perhaps as well, is that when you meditate for 20 minutes, 1 hour, it's still not enough. You must embody the full experience in your life. You just cannot go back into your old habits from this high blissful meditation, going back into the old yourself. It's not going to work. So how do we actually work with this? So after you visualize, you meditate, you put all your focus on the reality you want to have. Let's say you want to bring into your vision a new house. So you focus fully with your full emotions, with your full feelings. And you visualize, you feel, you smell, and you act like it has already happened. So after you stop visualizing, you don't doubt. You stay in with gratitude, knowing that it has already happened. You need to tune yourself into the highest version of yourself, which already exists. In the quantum field, there are many versions of you. So pick the highest version of you and know that it already exists. It is all about making choices. There are many versions of you and many realities, and you choose the one you want to have and hold it. The challenge is that you cannot slip back into the old habits and into the old negative thinking. You have to stay into the high vibration. That means you need to control your thoughts And be aware of when your thoughts are starting to spin the other way. However, when you find out that your thoughts are going the other way, you just stop them and say, no, thank you. I'm choosing the other version of myself. I'm choosing the higher reality. It is full of challenges, and other common challenging thing is that the unfamiliar is scary. When we start visualizing and thinking and think that we may fully go into the positive, we may be triggered by fear. It is something new, and our ego has a tendency to sabotage us. So it will stop you right there and will try to push you back into the old comfort of your old self. So just to be aware of that. Fear is natural when you are trying to change, because this is the unfamiliar. Be aware. Dr. Drjoedispenza advises to go for 3 days fully into this, you can call it a challenge, into this a vision of your dream. Go fully for 3 days into it. Visualize, feel, be a new version of yourself, and act like that. You also have to be mindful of your thoughts. Catch them, stop them. Also be aware of your environment. When you are suddenly acting different, people around you may be agitated and naturally may try to pull you back into your old self. Be aware. And one last thing, my friends, which is also the most important, is the action. So yes, we visualize, feel, act, change our thinking, and we need to take the action. So if you are looking for a new job, for instance, you do need to make that phone call. You do need to send the resume. However, when you are fully in the new version of yourself, you are going to get new ideas, new inspirations, and you have to act on it. And this acting on your inspiration is supposed to feel like fun. So you recognize the difference, that things actually go easily. And because you are not acting on your fear, but on your inspiration, things may happen very smoothly. You may see synchronicities in your life, and it may be fun. Be aware that challenges are part of it, and don't get discouraged if you climb the mountain. It may be difficult and challenging, but you can enjoy climbing the mountain when you add gratitude and appreciation. So enjoy this process, even though it is challenging. It is meant to be challenging, and challenges help us grow and become a better version of ourselves. So practice this gratitude and put your focus on gratitude. this is really important. Really important. Write down gratitude on your phone, on a mirror in the bathroom, anywhere you can, so you see and you can catch yourself and switch any negative programming into gratitude. Surrender yourself to possibilities and trust. There are always new possibilities and opportunities. So try to commit this vision of your dream. Commit to it full 3 days and see what happens. And remember, the universe responds to your frequency. So it is really important to raise our frequency into excitement, into joy, into love. It is important to practice activities when you can actually change your feelings into that frequency. A meditation can help you, and spending time in nature can help you. So choose activities where you put yourself into that frequency. I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope you give it a try. Manifest your dream in 3 days. Apply all these steps and don't be afraid of challenges. Thank you so much for watching. Find more information about me and the work I'm doing in the text below. And until next time, peace and blessings. Thank you so much.